October 21st, 2025. It's a day I'll never forget. The gamer inside me died that day, and that night, I tackled the horrors of the Resident Evil 2 remake, thanks to the developers at Capcom. Somehow I got the platinum, but a lot of my chat, well, they didn't think I was so lucky.
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm trying to figure out the puzzle!
I was asked later to go for the platinum for Resident Evil 4 remake. Not like I had much of a choice. The challenges, punishing difficulties nearly killed me, but at least it got my mind off things. If I could just forget what happened that day, the pain, the rage, the anger, even for just a second. This time, it'll be different. It has to.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
I thought he had. Nah, buddy. Yeah. Come here. Boom. Boom. How do I do that? Run. Run. I understand the concept of the puzzle. Woo! Oh my, it's freaking bear trap.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come. The most requested, the most anticipated, the game you've all been waiting for since we started this series.
Resident Evil 4.
In this video, I will be earning all 47 trophies the Resident Evil 4 remake has to offer. And that's gonna take 5 full playthroughs of the base game, as well as multiple playthroughs of the Separate Ways DLC. Each run comes with its own set of goals. Some simple, some pretty unforgiving, and a few that will push me further than this series ever has before.
This game is. Oh my God!
We'll get to that later though. You guys know the rules by now. On the first blind playthrough, I am just here to enjoy the game. So that means no stressing about collectibles, no worrying about trophies. To be honest, I don't even really look at the trophy list before I start playing anymore. That said, I did decide to do this first run on hardcore difficulty because I thought I had to in order to unlock the next hardest difficulty, professional, which I would need in the coming stages of the roadmap. But I learned later on that you actually unlock that difficulty regardless. You just have to beat the game once on whatever difficulty of your choosing. So everything you are about to see in this first playthrough, every crash out and every rage, was mostly unnecessary and completely self-inflicted. And somehow, I think that just makes it funnier. Resident Evil 4 reunites us with Leon S. Kennedy, 6 years after the events of Resident Evil 2 and 3 and the destruction of Raccoon City. Leon now operates as a secret government agent, and his latest mission is to rescue the kidnapped daughter of the US President, Ashley Graham, whose last known location was Valdalobos, a remote village in a rural, mountainous region of Spain. And this region just so happened to be the home of Los Iluminados, a religious cult centered around a mind-controlling parasite called Las Plagas. To keep it simple, this cult believes Las Plagas is some gift from God, one that grants divine power and can ultimately be used to take over the world. And that's where Ashley comes in. The cult kidnapped her so they could infect her, and then send her back to the US to infect the president and the rest of the government, thus giving them control of the United States. That's Resident Evil 4, I guess. This story is split into 16 chapters, and in chapter 1, Leon arrives in Valdalobos and is quickly introduced to the local villagers, who inconveniently all turn out to be infected with the parasite, giving me my first look at the combat, the gameplay mechanics, and even my first trophy. Okay, so I want to try. Knife basics! What was that for? Parry an enemy with a knife. That was satisfying, bro. That was satisfying. It's a Souls-like, guys. Parry the platypus! You do not know who you playing with right now. For real. Oh my God, bro. Talk to me. Talk to me. It is so, bro, it's so peak.
I can already tell. I can already tell we are in for. This is already going to be my favorite gameplay. A white boy do need some heals, though. I ain't gonna lie.
But the real welcome to Resident Evil 4 moment would be in the village square, where Leon runs into what seems like hundreds of villagers, leading to a big, all-out onslaught sequence. The sole objective here is to simply survive. However, I, of course, did not know that. What I did know, though, is that these residents were pretty evil. I bet I'm the first person to ever make that joke.
Oh my goodness. Well, there goes that heal. Whoa! That scared. Damn, he just throwing hands. Why are they so fast? Just throw that. Hey, hell nah, bro. I'm good. It's a whole village. Ah! What is happening? Dude, this is no. This is horrid. It's over. It's over. I'm dead. I'm gonna pee and reevaluate for a second. Holy mother of God. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, I'm just whiffing. I'm so scared. I'm so dead, dude. Holy sh... Yeah. So it is a Halo Reach situation, is it not? Jeez. All right, we're learning. I still don't know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Brown chicken egg. Thanks! Thank you for the chicken egg! Fucking dead, dude. Holy hell. What is this? Who has a flamethrower? Who has a flamethrower? Oh, Nemesis is here. Okay.
It's my lucky day.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I am dude, this is horrifying. Ah!
Keep coming.
Ah! 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 What the chicken doing? Come on, come on. This is not good, man.
Huh?
Él nos invoca.
This is trippy, bro.
Al Lord Sadler Todopoderoso.
This is so creepy.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Ah! Hey! Ah! Hey!
Yes! Oh my God, we did it!
Oh my God, this is it. That was it.
Oh my God!
best to ever do it.
Resident Evil 4 is a much different game than any of the Resident Evils I've played so far. When the original released back in 2005, it was the first sort of action-oriented game in the series, moving away from the tense, fixed camera survival horror focus and more towards an over-the-shoulder, fast-paced, third-person shooter type of vibe. And this remake stays true to that. Those survival horror elements are still present to an extent. You still have to manage resources, search for key items, and solve puzzles. You know, the typical Resident Evil experience we all know and love. But all in all, RE4 at its core is an action game, and a badass action game at that. Freaking parries, a wide variety of weapons, roundhouse kicks, suplexes. This game is so wildly over the top, and not even halfway through chapter 1, I knew that I was in for one hell of a time.
God damn.
What is that? All right, bro. That's a big no. Oh my dear God in heaven. You freaking ass. How many shotgun? Oh boy. Oh boy. Come here. Boom. Boom.
Throughout this story, Leon faces a bunch of different types of enemies, primarily the villagers and cultists infected with Las Plagas, known as Ganados. And as we just witnessed, these Ganados come in a ton of shapes and sizes. But I learned rather quickly that the real threat in the village actually isn't any of the Ganados, not even the hammer-wielding, bull-headed Brock Lesnar ones. No, the true greatest enemy in all of Resident Evil 4 is the bear trap.
How y'all see me? Ow! That's crazy, dude. Come on. Maybe I should just run. Dude, come on. I got stuck on a rock. Oh my God. Oh, what a shot, dude. Respect me. Y'all like them shots? Y'all like them shots? What is that? Who is moaning in my ear? My God, I'm gonna freak out. Oh, wow. That is crazy. Dude, okay, Tom Nady. Did you see how she just thread the needle right there, dog? She threw that through that window? That's wild. Yo. Oh, my God. What is that banging on that door? Gosh, dude, this is horrible.
After battling through the unwelcoming locals, Leon finds himself in an abandoned cabin, where he discovers a captured man stuffed inside a body bag, Luis Serra, a biologist who formerly worked for Los Illuminados, and before that, Umbrella. Luis led the research project on Las Plagas until he realized the nature of the cult's intentions with the parasite. You know, world domination and all that. No bueno. So, fueled by his own guilt, Luis then turned over a new leaf and now seeks to take the cult down. This charismatic Spaniard, who never fails to mention he's good with the ladies, goes on to become a companion for Leon. However, Leon met another individual in this cabin that wasn't quite as charming.
Joder, not this guy.
Oh, no.
Who are you? Yeah, stop right there.
Oh, he put the thing the people, the villagers have. Chapter in. Wow, what a start, dude. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Batorez Mendez. This Undertaker-inspired ray of sunshine is the first of several Los Illuminados chiefs, or leaders, I guess you could say, that we would come across. And thanks to him,
Leon is now infected with the Plagas parasite. Chapter 2 opens up with Leon and Luis being held captive by some ganados. Luis claims that the president's daughter was taken to the old church before the pair overpower their captor and escape, and then go their separate ways, for now.
I'll see what I can find. In the meantime, make your way to that church.
Right. I'm probably due for confession anyway.
Oh, here we go again, this guy.
We stealthily kill a few ganados, make our way back outside, and meet the merchant for the first time. Now, the merchant is like the center of the entire gameplay loop in Resident Evil 4. Throughout the world, you pick up currency called pesetas from barrels or dead enemies, and then you can use these pesetas at the merchant to upgrade your weapons, buy weapons or items or crafting recipes, trade items in, things of that nature. Furthermore, the merchant also offers side quests you can do to earn even more currency and rewards. These side quests are mostly pretty simple, like killing a little mini boss or collecting something and selling it. There's not much to them, yet they add like a whole new dimension to the gameplay loop. I loved it. The first side quest I did was in chapter 1 for shooting these little blue medallions in the farm area, and because of that, I earned a trophy here.
Ah, nice one, stranger. Complete a request for the merchant. That was for doing the blue medallion one. Wow, this is nothing like the first two games, is it?
I followed that up with a quick weapon upgrade, popping another trophy, and then continued on towards the chapel. First passing through an area that the community refers to as Dynamite Valley. Couldn't imagine why they call it that.
No. Ah! Oh! Whoa! 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 I'm kind of nice with it. I can't lie. Oh wait, no.
Despite the ganados constantly blowing things out of proportion, I managed to make it through this explosive-filled death trap on my first try, might I add, grabbed the hexagonal emblem to open the gate, and then carried on the path forward. This path in particular, not without its fair share of obstacles, both figuratively and literally speaking.
I see that bear trap right there. Can't fool me, game. Shit. This is gonna be a chainsaw, dude, isn't it? Hell yeah, dude. Oh. I think I missed too. That's the sad part. I didn't realize I could do that. Oh, that's so tough. Oh, it's done though. You're still up, dude? Oh! Oh! Whoa, no! That was such a good sequence. No.
Chainsaw enthusiasts aside, we eventually come to a mysterious manor, one that just so happens to hold the key that unlocks the gate leading to the chapel, and also holds a surprise here and there.
I guess that's where we go. Oh, oh, my bad, gang. Oh, wait, no. Where is it? Where you can read the files? Crop, pig, babe. So let me just say something to y'all real quick. All right, I just saw that. Someone just said, let's scroll up real quick. We're gonna call them out on it. Dreadwalker 0, Alabama moment incoming. Let's just take a second to shame Dreadwalker for a minute. Throw tomatoes, do what you gotta do. Y'all gonna learn to respect the name eventually. So this is what y'all were talking about. Yeah, maybe we should lay off Dreadwalker for a second before we get, okay. Yo, Primal, cut all this out, bro. Hey, so like, what the shit am I supposed to be looking at right now? Okay, so Deadwalker, might have been cooking a little bit. Big near key. Oh! Oh, he bitten him.
The blood has accepted the gift.
Oh, that's right. He injected him. I low-key kind of forgot about that. Who is this? Is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is?
Oh my gang, you ain't shoot shit.
Was that Ada? No way. Why he just let me go like that?
Gift? My blood?
Chapter end. Hi, dude, we've already been live for 3 hours. It feels like we just started.
In chapter 3, Leon makes it to the old chapel, only to discover that the door is locked, and he needs a key. What a shocking turn of events. Also, we rescued a dog. This is the greatest game ever. Fittingly, the key is hidden all the way on the other side of Lake Lago. But in order to get there, we need to first backtrack through the village square, where we are welcomed by even more dogs. Only these were not as friendly.
Oh, brother. Y'all, yeah, I'm good on this, gang. What the, dude, why are y'all moving like that? Bring back the Doberman Pinschers. Bring back the Doberman Pinschers. Bring back the Doberman Pinschers.
But chapter 3 had much more in store for me than demonically feral canines and invisible bear traps.
Jesus.
No, chapter 3, in many ways, is where our Resident Evil 4 journey truly begins. My dear viewers, this canon event that you are about to witness will forever be known as the story of the snake and the bolt thrower.
Do I want to go down there right now? What was that? Oh my God, is that a... Was that a snake that came out of that box? I don't do snakes at all. I don't know if any of you have been watching the Resident Evil 1 playthrough. I don't do snakes. Oh, the freaking controls! The controls! Like, dude, I feel like they're in the room. I have two phobias, guys. Little fun fact about me. It's snakes, number 1, and then hot air balloons at number 2. I have a hot air balloon phobia. But the snakes is way worse. I can't, like, if I look at a hot air balloon, I like get queasy in the knees. But snakes, bro, I will... Is it dead?
Oh shit, here we go again.
No, God, please, no, no.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna touch on a little spoiler real quick. Part of me wants to say that I'm still probably going to get through the game. I know. What a freaking concept. I'm sure I'm not the first person that bought the bolt thrower in their playthrough. Damn.
Only use the bolt thrower for the rest of the playthrough. I might now, just to troll. I was almost gonna load a save, but now y'all done rubbed me the wrong way, you know? Y'all don't know me, dude. Obviously. I'm here to prove a point. I use this bitch for the rest of the playthrough just to make y'all mad. Bolt thrower playthrough begins now, guys. I bet it's not even that bad. See, it's not even that bad. Y'all are being very overdramatic, as per usual. It's not that bad, bro. Let me just go get the bolt. Right? See, this is what's so unique about this weapon is that you don't have to worry about ammo. You can just go get it. Let me just reload it real quick. Sometimes it can be a little rough to load it up. You see what I'm saying, dude? And then you just finish them off. You see how convenient that is? And then I got all my bolts back. Y'all hating on the bolt thrower, dude. Come on. Very good. Very just like we planned it. Respect the bolt thrower. Bolt thrower, baby. I'm not gonna take any bolt thrower disrespect in the chat, by the way. See what I'm saying, dude? Bolt thrower, headshot. He didn't die, though. That's actually crazy. There's actually a snake there. Where is it? Where did it go? I'm glad he didn't overreact. Yo, dude, why did y'all let me buy this? This thing is ass. Almost did it. I got a little ahead of myself. Once I reached Lake Lago, I also stumbled across the merchant's little shooting range minigame. I would have to obtain an S rank on every single one of these for a trophy later on, which tested my mental fortitude in ways that hasn't been tested since the Gestural Games fiasco in Expedition 33. If you know, you know. But of course, that's a problem for future Rob. I did play a couple of games for fun anyway though, and picked up a trophy for my trouble. Amateur shooter. Complete a game at the shooting range. Well, that was ugly. No, I got an A. That's not that bad. The end of the chapter brought on the first of several boss fights in the game, who, side note, I met prematurely thanks to chat. To the water. This is Del Lago, a big mutated whale creature blocking Leon's path across the lake. Now, let me just say, I think all the boss fights in this game are exceptional. They are all well designed. You are not at the mercy of Leon's combat awareness, only comparable to that of a 9-week-old golden retriever, like in the Resident Evil 2 remake. They're all just kick-ass fights. However, Del Lago is an exception to that opinion. I think that this fight is ass. Del Lago pulls you around in this boat and you have to dodge debris in the lake while you throw an infinite amount of harpoons at the thing until it dies, which logically doesn't make much sense at all if you think about it. Close enough. Welcome back, Black Flag. But nonetheless, I beat this shitter on my first try, as long as you don't count the 3 times I died, and earned another trophy. Harpoon hurler! Defeat Del Lago. Let's go. I just want to know where Leon got an infinite amount of harpoons to be able to do that. Leon then falls unconscious and begins having visions of Osmond Sadler, the leader of Los Illuminados, stating that Leon will join his covenant and share his holy blessing. You know, typical cult focused on taking over the world lingo. Leon has these visions frequently over the course of the story as the plaga inside him grows stronger, reiterating the stakes and reminding us that our quirky hero is on borrowed time. Hours later, Leon wakes up, makes it back to dry land, and so begins chapter 4. As night falls, Leon moves through a sinister wooded area, finding trails of blood, signs of sacrificial rituals, and Morganatos. Only this time, they're a little bit different. Oh. You! I whip my hair back and forth. Hey, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of shotgun ammo.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Chapter 4 is a shorter one, with the main goal being to obtain this insignia item that unlocks the chapel. And to do that, you first have to find 2 statue heads hidden in different spots around the lake. This is also where the entire lake area opens up, letting you explore freely. Gives off huge Last of Us Part 2, Uncharted 4, Naughty Dog vibes. I messed with that heavy. Once both statue heads were secured, we grabbed the insignia and headed back towards the chapel, only to be stopped by
another boss, this time El Gigante. You fight these guys on a handful of occasions throughout the game, and the strategy is pretty simple. Shoot at it until its little plaga foreskin noodle pops out of its back, and then you knife and shoot that until it dies. And because I saved that dog earlier, it actually shows up to help during the fight, which I thought was a pretty cool detail. It didn't stop me from getting my ass beat a little bit though, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, but it pressed it. Oh my God, that was too late. I'm gonna die. It's over. Oh, reload time is crazy. How do I do that? I don't know. Am I supposed to parry the house? Is that what the goal is? Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. I'm so annoyed. I can't. Woodsman with the 10. Oh, you just have to be so quick. I mean, immediately, like you don't have any time to, oh my God, I'm so ass. I'm trying to get to dodge through it, but I just can't. Angel Reese, bang! Y'all know ball. Come on, man. Come on, it's gotta be it. How many times you gotta do it? Stop. Come on. It's not over. Insane. Disastrous even. Oh, we did it, I think. That's gotta be it.
God damn. That was almost a pancake.
Oh my God, bro.
Taking down the first El Gigante cleared the road back to the church, where we finally come face to face with the reason Leon is even in this worst timeshare ever location to begin with, Ashley Graham. Now, up to this point, I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling myself a little bit. You guys know we keep track of the death count in the live streams, stream all these playthroughs here on this channel and over on Twitch, by the way, you should come through. And by the time we reached chapter 5 and the Ashley festivities began, I only had 13 deaths. Not bad for a guy that's so bad at video games, right? Why is everybody so surprised by my death count as if I'm not a god level gamer? I've seen so many people, is he playing on easy today? No, I'm on hardcore, homie. I do this shit for real. Most underappreciated player in the game right now. But unfortunately, things were about to get a little more interesting because chapter 5 marks the first little difficulty spike of the playthrough. Not necessarily because of the enemies in particular, and not even because they put more freaking bear traps everywhere. Oh my, it's freaking bear trap. Seriously, I'm getting kind of tired of the bear traps. No. Chapter 5 kicks off what is ultimately the longest escort mission in the history of gaming. For a huge chunk of the rest of the game, Leon is tasked with keeping this daughter of the president safe from any and all harm, while trying to make it to extraction. And unfortunately, Ashley has the survival skills of about a 3-week-old golden retriever.
Ashley!
Oh my God, dude. Incapacitated. I am going to freak out on this game. That doesn't count as a death because I didn't die. Not only do you have to worry about your own survival, you now have to make sure Ashley doesn't get caught in the crossfire, doesn't get blown up, doesn't just get picked up and carried away, which, funny enough, you get a trophy for. Oh no. Oh no. Talk about near-death experience. Rescue Ashley as she's being carried away by the enemy. Was that what they was doing? What are we? Oh boy. Oh boy. Sorry, Ashley. Oh my God. Well, there's the difficulty spike, I guess. Oh, this is going to be infuriating. And infuriating it was. Apparently you can use these to... Did I just die?
Oh my God, there was another one. There's so many. Close your eyes. My Lord, this is insane, dude. How many people are here? Just run. This is freaking crazy, dude. I can't believe my eyes, what I'm witnessing. I don't think I have any more flashes. Nice. All right, let me just warm my aim back up real quick. Hold on. We're gonna lock in real quick, Ashley. Let us lock in real quick, Ashley. Hold on, Ashley. Ashley, you were supposed to dodge that, baby girl. First day on the job, huh? Don't worry. I've been there. I couldn't dodge either at one point. Get your ass up. There was this guy named Birkin, and it was a crazy... I ain't scared. Let him come through the window. They can't get in from behind us. I just let them all come in this way. Through the fire, in the flames. Oh, so far away, we wait for the day. Close your eyes. Yeah! Just how we wrote it up, guys. Right out of the playbook.
Running back through the village and a horde of ganados, Leon and Ashley eventually make it to a secluded cabin, where we are reunited with our pal from earlier, Luis Serra. After learning Luis previously worked for Umbrella, Leon is obviously not too thrilled with him. But before he has the chance to do anything about it, the cabin becomes surrounded by the horde, bringing us a holdout sequence. Is it really a Resident Evil game if there's not at least one holdout mission? Let's be honest.
Hell of a sheriff, baby. Hell of a sheriff. Remember who you are. Remember who you are, Rob Girthy. Ah. Hold on. I got something for you. Hold that thought, big boy. You freaking... I'm actually going to freak out. That was not my fault, actually. Okay. Not good. Not good. Ah, let me put that board up right quick. That's all I wanted to do, bro. This is gonna hurt so bad when I die, and I am going to die. There's so many, it's absurd. I have never seen... Ah! Give me a hand here. It'll help. Do something, would ya? I'm trying. I ain't worried about you, dog. Low key. A little busy at the moment. Ah, dang it. Oh my God, I didn't even see you. I didn't even see you, dog. I'm gonna be real. Yeah. Ah! We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked.
I'm out. Close your eyes.
What? There's still so many. Did we first try that? Yeah. What you breathing heavy for? You ain't even do nothing. So let me just say something real quick. I saw all of those messages in the chat. There were many of you that we're just going to go ahead and call it what it is. You just don't believe in me. Many of you in this chat do not believe in your streamer. I saw one that said 8 tries or something like that. Shame. 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 When the three escape the horde, we are hit with a major revelation. Leon is not the only one infected with the plaga.
Ashley.
What's happening to me?
I guess that's why she was breathing heavy. And according to Luis, there is a surgical procedure that can remove the parasite. In Dutch Vanderland fashion, he says he has a plan and he just needs them to trust him. Leon is understandably hesitant, questioning the biologist's motives, but he doesn't really have any other options. After claiming that it makes him feel better, Luis departs, thus ending the chapter. And chapter 6, well, really couldn't have gotten off to a better start.
Hey. Got a smoke?
I do. The kind you like. Now where's the amber?
Fortunately, it's not on me at the moment. And you really should.
Ah! Ooh. Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you.
In a nutshell, Ada Wong, clearly alive and well after the events of RE2, is working for an undisclosed organization that is offering Luis protection in exchange for a sample of something called the Amber, which from my understanding is like the fossilized sap that Illuminados found the Plaga parasite in. And of course, securing the Amber equals power and bioweapons and all that stuff everybody's after in the Resident Evil universe. If there is one thing I know by now, it's that if this woman is in the game, she is looking for a sample of the bad thing in the game. And she's going to do it in an outfit that is completely impractical for high intensity combat. Cutting back to Leon and Ashley, they continue to trudge through the ganado-ridden terrain, getting hit with unexpected curveballs around every corner. Or in this case, wall.
Yep. 2 of them. You could have... Oh! You see what I did there? Like, what do we... Leon just out there burning calories, dude. That's all it's about. Like, that was the most unnecessary shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh, grannies with chainsaws now. Oh, those are freaking craftsman chainsaws. The other dudes had steels. Leave me alone! Bitch. You stupid. Of course. Of course. Why is she not dying, though? I'm at... Boy, now Ashley, you're dead too.
But the Bella twins weren't even close to the biggest threat we would face in this chapter. That title would belong to none other than Torres Mendez, who finally caught up to us. 4 chapters later, probably would have caught up sooner if he didn't walk so slow.
Oh my God, he's so tough.
Come, child.
Ashley, run! Hurry!
Ah, wrong way! Hey, get your ass up real quick. Wrong way, wrong way. That's my bad. That's on me, gang. Okay, see, that's my fault. For real, that's my fault. Not a death, though. Not a death. Doesn't count. No one died. Except maybe Ashley, probably.
This chase transitions into the Mendez boss fight, one of the most testing and uncomfortable challenges yet.
Cease your pointless struggling. Abandon your body to the will of our God.
You're a shitty missionary. You know that.
It's okay. I'm gonna approve of that one.
Hasta luego.
God, I thank you for your gift.
Want to get ugly?
Holy sh... I don't like... I don't... Oh! Oh, you can't parry. That's my bad. I was gonna parry the shit out of you. I ain't gonna lie, gang. What are you winding up? Dude, Radagon! Freaking Elden Ring delay. Oh, no, I should have done that. All right, that's like phase 1, I guess. That's crazy, bro. Well, he ain't done. Oh, gross! It's Quaalag, but not attractive. Ew!
Guess your tap dancing days are over.
Oh. Now that one I don't approve of. I'm dead. Yeah, let's buy a med spray. Good shot. Hold L3 to steady aim, apparently, Leon. I don't even know how to dodge that. Okay. Ah, no! Okay. Ah! Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Please. How many of those I have to do, bro? Come on. Come on! Die! I got stuck on the freaking beam. We're dead. We might be dead here. Grill cheese! Betrayal Mendez. That wasn't that bad. You just have to figure the fight out. That was cool, though. That was a good fight. I like that. Hey, his eyeball came out. Oh, you were supposed to pick up the eyeball? Oops. Playthrough's ruined. I think we should start over from the beginning. The fall of Betrayal Mendez also meant the beginning of Chapter 7, which takes us to an entirely new area, the castle, and also takes us to an unprecedented level of difficulty. I am not entirely convinced that Miyazaki himself was not involved in the castle area of Resident Evil 4. This place is FromSoft coded through and through. Don't believe me? Explain this then. Disgusting ass enemies. All right, so it is a great stream, everybody. I appreciate you guys for coming out. Check projectile sequences where there's nothing on your screen but fire, filling you with uncontrollable rage. I don't... Freaking dead. I'm gonna have to start literally all the way over. Check range attack enemies and archers placed in the most inconvenient places they could possibly reside, solely to entice the player to send their fist through their drywall and or monitor. Oh my god, dude. Can you freaking stop? My god! Check. So, in conclusion, the castle area in Resident Evil 4 is basically the Iron Keep from Dark Souls 2. As soon as you get to this place, you are greeted with a lovely sequence where you have to make it to this cannon so you can blow open a door to get inside the castle, which would be pretty easy if it weren't for these 4 catapults meticulously placed, raining down fire on you the entire time. Ideally, the goal is to take these catapults out before doing anything else by shooting these explosive red barrels. But sadly for me, that was easier said than done. I don't think I can. Yes, I can.
Ashley.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna scream. I'm going to scream. That's bullshit.
You hurt?
No, I'm okay.
God. It freaking stun locks you, dude. This is awful.
Leon!
It's so stupid. Can you please be a...
Ashley!
But after eventually getting through the catapults and into the castle, we are formally introduced to our next Los Illuminados big bad guy, Ramon Salazar. Lord Farquaad if he was in Twilight.
Your acquaintance, Mr. Kennedy.
Ew.
Who the hell are you?
Me? Oh, please, call me Ramon.
Bros 412.
Now, nonetheless, you see, the girl must be ours. With a girl as the very source, your United States and then the entire world shall overflow.
He really not. He's like 3 foot tall, bro.
That is the iron will of my master, the most holy, Lord Sattler. So then, you will comply. Yes.
No. Very convincing.
You heard the
Hey,
lady.
now don't be, hey, don't be writing checks. Leon got cash now. You shut your ass up. You sit back there. I still ain't over all that went down a little while ago.
We also meet a couple of new enemy types here as well, starting with the Garrador. These peptide-abusing meatheads are just as annoying as they are terrifying. They are blind and operate purely off of hearing, so the idea is to approach them as stealthily as possible and attack from behind.
This music is not helping me at all. Holy sh! Can I parry? I can. Oh, well, never mind. I'm dead. Oh, we're good. Never mind. Woo! I'm like that. Somebody tell him. Oh, we did it? Oh! First try. Literally, not even being sarcastic that time.
The worst part in all of Chapter 7, though, also happens to arguably be the worst part in the entire game. Two words, when spoken together, can send chills down the spines of even the most seasoned of Resident Evil fanboys. Waterhall. This place blows. This encounter is broken up into 3 phases. In phase 1, the goal is really to just not die, and of course, keep Ashley from dying, all while clearing the first wave of enemies. We've got normal cultists and shield cultists, and archers spread across the room with the accuracy of a prime 2020 Verdansk Warzone hacker with too much time on his hands.
That's not gonna be annoying at all. All right, man. Hey, your screaming is not helping the situation at all. Oh, sorry, Ashley. It must be done. Never mind. She's dead. Yeah, thanks for that. You're a little late on that call out, Ashley. Oh.
I'm coming for you.
Let me out. Okay. This will be fun. Where's Ashley? I'm so ass, dude. It's so unbelievable that I do this for a living. I am going to lose my shit, dude. I'm going to lose my shit. I am going to...
Shit.
I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. Might rage quit stream. No! Freaking hair. Where are you? Stay close to me.
Okay.
I want you up me. In me. Pause. Sounds about right.
You hurt?
I'm good. Thanks.
Was that it? No, that's not it. Ain't even close to it. Ain't no way.
We then hop down to the bottom level and begin phase 2, which is probably the easiest of the 3. You just clear the enemies, grab the Halo wheel item, let the stairs down, go back up top, use the Halo wheel again to let another staircase down, and then you are free to press on to the back of the room and phase 3. Easy enough.
Don't you freaking dare die here.
But phase 3, oh, I am passionate in my hatred for phase 3. Basically, you have 3 wheels to turn to reveal the bridge that leads into the next area. Leon turns the first, but then Ashley has to go to the second level and turn the other 2, as Leon provides cover for her from the ground. Swarms of aggressive zealots constantly attacking her. Ass.
How far back is that? How? I actually hit that. I actually hit that headshot. Oh my god, man. This is horrific.
Give me a break already.
I freaking hated it. Can you do anything for yourself? Like anything at all whatsoever? I am, dude, this is insane. This is diabolical. I just shot that freaking axe out of the air. Can you do anything? I back! Get your ass down here right now, this very second.
Okay, get back here.
Dude, I hate her. I genuinely have a hatred for this woman, for this individual. Move over, Mel from The Last of Us Part 2. There's a new kid on the block. You are so freaking useless. It's not even funny. Most useless video game character in the history of video games. It's insane. Y'all like that stuff? Y'all like that? Respect the name. Run! Run! What are you doing?
Hang on, I've got you.
But we should just let him have her, for real.
Leave me alone.
Hey,
Have we considered that?
give me a break already.
Have we considered letting them have her? I don't think that's a bad idea, quite frankly. Why are more people here?
One down.
Run. Run, run, run. Yeah, now get your ass down here. Jump. Get over here. I can't stress enough how much I didn't like that, dude. I love this game. That wasn't it. That was not fun. On professional, that's gonna be utterly miserable. Leon and Ashley then step into the courtyard when suddenly Ashley's parasitic symptoms take a turn for the worse.
Instead of worrying about her, worry about your own skin. Foolish little lamb.
I've been waiting on this the entire playthrough, man. Last 3 chapters I've been waiting on this. Boot up.
Temperance, child.
Ashley.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that, no. But maybe it would be easier for you if you... Afraid she could potentially hurt Leon again, Ashley runs off, leaving Leon to push through the castle solo, commencing chapter 8. But on his search for the world's worst sidekick since Damian Wayne, Leon instead finds a different woman entirely.
You can stop right there, Leon.
Reunited,
Let me use this.
and it feels so good.
Try using knives next time.
We should make love.
Not a bad move. Very smooth.
I think Leon's bricked right now, probably, right? Leon and Ada's entire conversation here was pretty much just Leon asking, who are you working for? And then Ada's like,
oh, Leon, you know I don't work and tell.
and then she tells Leon that he should abandon Ashley because she's hopeless, but Leon's a man of integrity, so he's like,
No, I'm not gonna do that.
and then Ada jumps out the window like she's freaking Batman. Why do I have a boner? We continue our search for Ashley with a few new enemies thrown into the fold, like the red-robed leaders that can trigger Plaga mutations at will, or the annoying little spider Plaga. What in the hell was that? Oh, it's one of those things. I don't like those. I popped a couple of trophies during this chapter, first one being Shield Your Eyes for defeating 3 enemies at once using a flash grenade, and then Overkill for killing a zealot with a cannon. I earned this one during another Gigante encounter, but instead of a more traditional boss fight, he just throws rocks at you while you fight through enemies until you reach the cannon to take him out. And after doing that, Leon finds Ashley, who is understandably an emotional wreck.
I'm so scared.
There's a way I could make all the pain go away, sweetie. Just close your eyes. Look at the flowers. The two share a moment together, and Ashley realizes that Leon is infected as well, which in a way allows them to sort of form a connection almost. He encourages her, reassuring her that they'll make it out alive as long as they keep moving forward. And this wraps up Chapter 8. Chapter 9 starts with a transmission from Luis, saying to meet him in the ballroom past the courtyard. The courtyard being one big maze that I was not the biggest fan of. But once inside the Grand Hall, they discover the ballroom locked. And in order to get inside, we have to find the 3 statue heads, each one located in a different room of the castle. We encounter Armaduras for the first time here, suits of armor with plaga inside, essentially. This is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, second scariest. God. That's horrifying. After obtaining all 3 heads, the door is unlocked, but the real fun was just getting started.
Leon, the stairs.
Are you acting like it's your first time? It's like, aren't you a wee bit numb to it at this point? Wow.
Run. Now!
Don't make me fight, dude. Leon's so cold, dude. Cutscene. Don't come out of a cutscene, please. If you make me play as Ashley, I swear to God, I'm gonna exit out of the game.
I won't run. Wait for me, Leon.
Don't you dare, dude. All right, guys, great stream. I'm not joking. I really did end the stream right there. This Ashley sequence was one of the few moments in the game that felt like a genuine horror experience and not a horror action game. Ashley has to navigate through dark hallways and corridors while evading Armaduras with nothing but a blue light lantern that can be used to stop the Armaduras in their tracks. The overall goal here is to find this crest item and use it to open the cage Leon is trapped in. And also, try not to shit yourself while doing so. Let's just... Can't get by him. Golden with the 5. Guess Ashley will find this to be a night to remember, eh? Wow. I wish I could ban mods. I don't like what they're about to try to pull here. Oh, brother. I know what this is. Boom. Yep. This sucks. Oh. It's just like COD Zombies. It's just like COD Zombies. Let them... Well, we're... Hey, so this is cooked. We are beyond. All right, well... This is a predicament, is it not? Whoa! Get freaking cooked! Get cooked! Get cooked! Go, 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 go. Kinda shit on, low-key. If you really think about it. Somebody clip that. Ashley bravely goes on to free Leon from his cage, only to instantaneously be swept away by Salazar's lapdog, the creature known as Verdugo, separating Leon from the damsel in distress once again. The scene then cuts back to Ada Wong, on a call with her mysterious employer.
So, what's become of the Amber?
Sorry, nothing yet. But my little helper is creating quite the commotion. Everything will work out just fine.
As long as you can keep your dog under control.
He's a good boy. Predictable.
That's so hot, dude. I can't even lie.
Keep your mutt. But don't come crying to me if you get bit.
We are then thrust into chapter 10, opening up with a message from Ada.
Leon, changed your mind yet?
Ada?
Assuming you haven't, I've got a tip for you.
And I've got a tip for you.
Seems like something big is about to happen in the throne
Sorry.
room.
Ada catches Leon up to speed, explaining that Ashley is being taken to Salazar in the throne room.
And the route to the throne room was not an easy one.
Though I firmly believe that Water Hall is the worst room in this game, there are 2 subsequent ones in Chapter 10 that give it a run for its money. First up, you have what we call the Bug Room. Here we deal with enemies called Novistadors,
Little parasite bugs that can camouflage themselves and love to attack in packs.
I hate you. But the room following that was even more infuriating. Let me ask you this. What is worse than 1 Garrador? Simple. 2 Garradors.
All right.
The double Garrador room is notoriously known for its difficulty. Zealots flood in from all angles and respawn endlessly until both Garradors are down. So you have to strategically place yourself in different spots and try to engage with the Zealots as little as possible, because doing so will alert the Garradors of your location. And well, you can probably guess the rest.
There's so many. What are you doing? That was so random. What in the hell are you? Like, what? Is it weird I just don't feel like I have the energy to crash out today? It's one of them days, man. I just don't have it. Just days where I want to be held, you know? I don't want to be, I want to. I am. Never mind. I'm here. I am going.
This fight is particularly more annoying on hardcore and professional, not just because it's harder in general, but there's these bells around the room you can use to distract the Garradors so you can get some licks in from behind. Pause. But on the harder difficulties, there's only 1 bell. So once they destroy it, you're kind of stuck in a loop of just running around the room looking for an opportunity to get a back shot in. No, that's not how I should say it either. I was really expecting to spend like 10, 15, 20 attempts in this room, but after like 4 or 5 attempts, I think I just got lucky. I just stayed moving, used grenades and flashes appropriately, and hit some clutch shots with the sniper to finish off the second Garrador.
I made a quick backtrack to the merchant and popped the masterpiece trophy for getting the exclusive upgrade for a weapon, and then enter the throne room. But Leon is too late.
He witnesses Salazar and his minions force Ashley to drink a black liquid, which acts as like an accelerant for the Plaga transformation process. At Salazar's command, Verdugo then throws Leon into a big pit, but in very Fast and the Furious Marvel Cinematic Universe fashion, Leon saves himself by grabbing onto a chain. Now, stuck in an underground cave, Leon has to find his way back to the surface.
Talk about sticking the landing.
This guy.
The cave leads to an old laboratory where Leon finally goes toe-to-toe with Verdugo. Now, this is an interesting encounter because you actually have 2 options of how to approach this. Option 1 is to actually fight Verdugo by using these liquid nitrogen machines placed around the arena to freeze him, allowing you to get some damage in.
Leon, please. I guess I have to just shoot him whenever I... All right, whatever you do, Leon, don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back.
Or alternatively, you have option 2, which is to not fight him at all, wait for the timer to run out, hop on the elevator, and pretend nothing happened, which is what I ended up doing, because I'm a little bitch. In the elevator, Leon has another vision of Osmond Sadler, this one hinting at a new adversary entering the mix.
Pitiful little lamb.
Your suffering came in, just as it has from his daughter.
Who has joined us in communion
And now she is of our flesh, of our blood. My faithful disciple will show her the path. Go now. Deliver to these vagrant children their salvation. As you wish.
Who is that? Who the hell was that?
All will be revealed shortly. At the end of this short elevator ride, Leon is greeted by Luis in a new area called the Mines. Luis gives Leon a suppressant, buying him a little more time before the plaga takes full effect. And with that, chapter 11 begins. Over the course of this chapter, Leon and Luis form somewhat of a bond, Luis even calling Leon Sancho Panza to his Don Quixote. We learn that his desire to help Leon and Ashley comes from a genuine place. Because of the work he did for Umbrella and Los Illuminados, he feels responsible for the entire situation, and he just wants to atone for his sins, so to speak. Luis is such a well-written character in this game. I mess with Luis heavy.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is gonna hurt like a mother.
We unlock a trophy right at the start of the chapter for selling a treasure worth more than 100,000 pesitas, and then jump into the double gigante fight. This is another kind of non-traditional fight in a sense. The strat is to stagger each gigante on top of this trap door and then drop them down into a pit of lava. It's a pretty silly fight, but not near as silly as the next section, the Minecart run. This entire ordeal is so campy and ridiculous, and I love it. I didn't play the original RE4, but I've heard a lot of people say that it was notoriously campy and corny, and that was a huge part of its charm. The remake did eliminate a lot of that and tried to take itself more seriously, but I'm glad it didn't take itself too seriously, and Capcom decided to leave stuff like this in there.
No, we good. Calm down, Luis. You worse than Ashley. Oh, yeah, okay. What in the Fast and the Furious? Cart and the Furious. Yo, ban that guy. This looks mad fun, though, low-key. Freaking Big Thunder Mountain in real life. Oh, boy.
Brother,
Are we joking? Oh, we're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Yeah. That chainsaw guy threw me off hard. Someone said how old people describe going to school back in the day.
At the end of the minecart segment, we ride another elevator up and are met with an unwelcomed surprise.
We're out of that hellhole. The fresh air is calling our names. Por fin. Gus, if we made it all this way, you know it means we're almost...
Almost what?
Luis! Long time no see, rookie.
Who's this?
Major Krauser? What the hell?
Krauser?
Why?
They really just killed Luis like that?
Meet Jack Krauser. Once Leon's military mentor, he now works for Los Illuminados, and he's the one responsible for kidnapping Ashley in the first place. Simply put, he is a power-hungry maniac. The backstory of Krauser is actually pretty tragic, though. After an operation gone wrong, Krauser was left severely injured and felt betrayed by the US government. The anger and resentment from that made him turn to the cult and bioweapons, seeking revenge. Also, this guy is such a stereotypical bad guy. Krauser. It's like straight out of an Indiana Jones movie. As Luis bleeds out, Leon faces Krauser in one of the most badass segments of the entire game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm here. I'm not here. I've been saying this whole time this is a Souls-like, dude. Get your ass back.
Major, you're not thinking.
Oh! Ooh. Ooh. Bro, chill out, Margit. Damn. Yo is yoked out of his mind, though. I kind of mess with Buddy. Oh, bro, I'm so sad.
Krauser ends up retreating with the sample of the amber Luis was trying to get to Ada. And as Luis succumbs to his wounds, he hands Leon a key to his laboratory, where he'll be able to remove the parasite from both himself and Ashley. Leon lights one last cigarette for him, and with his dying breaths, Luis says,
You know, I led a pretty shitty life. But now, eh? What do you think, Leon? People can change, right?
I don't want to live in a cold, Luis-less world. But that loss takes us into chapter 12, where Leon has to make his way to the top of the clock tower, the place Salazar is holding Ashley.
You are nothing, if not unyielding, Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy.
However,
Why does he sound
I'm
Russian?
afraid it ends here. Expel this intruder.
I can't wait to get my hands on his little ass, bro. That is not, I mean, okay. Cut that out, Primal.
To make it to the top of the tower, Leon has to use this lift and fight off waves of ganados as he rides up. Now, some pretty dark things happen on this lift later on in this video regarding a particular trophy. I don't know where to look. But for now, we aren't going to talk about that. Just know that on this playthrough, I got through this part on my first try. Damn, man. For somebody that's so bad at video games, I've sure first tried a lot of stuff in this hardcore run. It's crazy. Ironically, it was when I got to the top of the tower after the lift sequence that gave me the most trouble.
White Town. In all fairness, it's not very clear about that could happen.
But not only did the top of the clock tower bring upon Blight Town inspired death, it also delivered our next major boss fight.
Mr. Kennedy.
He's just so little, dude. It's so funny.
You talk too much. Failed. You vulgar, utterly uncivilized.
You know it's bad if Leon says you talk too much. He's gonna come back as something big, massive creature, isn't he?
Allow me to show you the power I've been granted by my master. The power of God. The stage is set for the final act.
You? All right, Ramon boss fight. Hello. Ow. That destroys his body armor. Nope. Oh, dang. Hold on. Open wide. Damn. Woo! Come on. Stop moving. Ow. Woo! Good. I'm dead. One shot. That's insane, dude. One shot's crazy. Woo. That's fair. No. It gave me heal. Oh, it showed mercy. No. No! That is so annoying. It's infuriating, dude. Finally. You have to do that so many times, too. You insolent dog. I was literally all the way around the corner, but that's fine with me, baby. I've overcome a lot worse than you ugly whatever you are. And Miyazaki ass boss. All these are Miyazaki bosses for real. You really think about it. Can you leave me alone, please? Don't you dare. No thanks, bro. Oh, we did it. We did it.
Now that Ramon Salazar can no longer terrorize any more strangely attractive ogre princesses voiced by Cameron Diaz, we move on to Chapter 13 and the game's final area, the island, where Krauser has taken Ashley. Leon hops on a boat in hot pursuit. Emphasis on the hot.
Ah, damn it.
Looking for something?
During this boat ride, Leon and Ada have a conversation regarding change, how the world has changed, how Leon has changed, and he asks Ada if she's changed, or if she's just trying to use him again to get what she wants, a question she quickly deflects.
Don't think too hard, handsome.
Oh!
See you later. Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
Side note, I can't use I really want to stay at your house anymore. I got hit last time I used it. RIP to the Pan Am arc. You will be missed. As expected, the island cranks the difficulty up a notch, and the ganados found here are much more beefed up. Literally. Get it? 'Cause he's a bull. Oh my God, I'm turning into him. Not only that, Chapter 13 brings us back to the roots of Resident Evil a little bit. Aside from the Ashley sequence in Chapter 9, there really wasn't much actual horror in this game. If anything, it was a horror game for the ganados, taking roundhouse kicks and bad jokes to the face. Not a horror game for me. But in Chapter 13, that was about to change for more reasons than one.
We've gone all the entire playthrough, and I really don't feel like it's been a very scary game. I thought it was going to be scarier, but this is, I don't know. I don't like the vibes.
As the Resident Evil in-game formula typically goes, Leon once again finds himself in another lab-type facility, with Ashley locked inside of a room that requires a level 3 keycard to access. And while navigating the creepy, sinister hallways and eerie, dark rooms in search of it, I came across what might be the most horrifying thing I'd laid eyes on in the entire playthrough.
Oh, we need to go back here. He said dissection, right, for level 1. Am I like, what the hell am I looking at? This Alabama. Here we go. Mods, lock in. We almost got it, I think. Do we not? Alabama intensifies. You have to get all of them? That's insane. This one makes me want to cry. Genuine tears. About to Google. All right. Let's do this backwards. Except it doesn't make any. No cursing. No need to curse. No need to curse. It just doesn't, it's not computing in my brain. Just not computing, bro. It's just not. I'm about to get mad. I'm about to get mad. Not that hard, Rob. Just solve the puzzle. Bitch, you Googled it. You know you did. I don't know, man. No rhyme or reason to what I just did. Pure luck. There it is. Level 1 keycard. Level 2 was in the freezer, I believe.
These lovely sleep paralysis gentlemen are called regenerators, and they are almost unkillable. In fact, I very much wish I'd realized before dumping all of my ammo into one of them. The basic idea here is to upgrade your level 1 keycard to level 3 using these panels found in a couple of different rooms throughout the lab area, while the regenerators chase you relentlessly, of course.
to switch the power over.
Know where the power is? I don't know. What do you do? There's nothing you can do, bro. I don't think you're supposed to kill it. You're not even supposed to try. Oh, it's so fast. Do you? Why are they cheeked up like that, dude? You see that shit? I don't know. I don't. I mean, that has to be it. I don't know. Okay. Boom. That has to be it. You guys are not helping. You're not helping. I understand the concept. I get that. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to connect. You're trying to get the power. It's like the solid line is the power. Yeah. No shit. How dumb do you think I am? Like, genuinely. Do you think I can't grasp that? I understand the concept of the puzzle. I know what you're supposed to be doing, but it's obviously not that simple. You need to connect them. Yeah. All right. Thanks, man. Hey, make sure also when you get up in the morning to fucking breathe. Don't forget to do that.
The one and only way to kill a regenerator is by shooting the little parasites inside of them until they blow up. And thanks to the biosensor scope I picked up, that becomes a little bit easier. And luckily for me, there was a trophy for killing 2 of these parasites with a single bullet.
Nice. 2 bugs, 1 stone.
And after grabbing the level 3 keycard, despite some fairly mediocre gameplay that chat wouldn't stop bullying me about,
nice shots. Oh my god.
we unlock the door and finally reach Ashley. Leon injects her with the same suppressant Luis gave him just hours earlier, buying her a little more time. And the chapter ends. Chapter 14 follows Leon and Ashley as they make their way to Luis's laboratory in hopes of removing the plaga. Though not the most difficult chapter of the game, 14 is probably the longest. At least it was for me. You have several pretty annoying encounters in this chapter, as well as a fair, respectable amount of bullshit.
There we go. Yummy.
What the fuck? Die, you stubborn son of a bitch.
When do they do that?
The first major encounter here is a room where Ashley holds a bridge open while Leon goes to the other side to turn on the power. And on his way back, Ganados flood in and try to carry Ashley off, trapping Leon on his side with a regenerator up his ass. Just a freaking annoying little segment.
Gosh, what are we doing, bro? This is awful! It would help if I hit my shots, you know?
I really do hate this part, but only partially because of the actual encounter.
Just hold on, Ashley. Hold the bridge. All right, let go, let go, let go, let go. That just infuriated me, dude. That was so obnoxious. I'm not doing these, bro. These are quite frankly, these are my least favorite puzzles in this series. I think it's stupid and it can eat my ass. Wow, you give up so easily. Damn right I do. Tell me what it is, IGN. I don't need a step-by-step analysis. Show me the picture. Yes, I'm stupid because I'm looking up the puzzle, but I'm not that stupid.
A little while later, we hit the wrecking ball section.
Is this what they teach kids in school these days?
Have you never heard of driver's ed?
Not even close to the same, actually. Here, Ashley operates a big wrecking ball to smash through a wall and open up the path forward, while Leon holds the line. This whole section is absurdly long, and what made it worse is I learned in later playthroughs that you can actually use grenades and other explosives to speed the process up. But nonetheless, I still managed to get it done on my first attempt. Y'all gonna learn to respect me.
You know, realistically though, it's pretty absurd it took you that long to do that. Structural integrity of that wall was already compromised.
Our dynamic duo takes another lift and find themselves in the Amber storeroom, where they run into the Illuminados' top dog, Osmond Sadler, in the flesh. Our first time meeting him officially and not in a vision. Side note, I cannot be the only one who thought that this was Ralph Fiennes. Fiennes, you know, the dude that played Voldemort? You're telling me that's not him? I don't believe it. The resemblance is uncanny. Leon takes a shot at Sadler, which does basically nothing, and then Sadler takes control of Ashley, commanding her to shoot Leon, only for the gun to jam. That's some Nathan Drake caliber luck right there, huh? Get it? Caliber? Good. Fuck. So Ashley ends up back in Sadler's clutches, forcing Leon back into the chase. Oh yeah, and I found one of these Clockwork Castellan collectibles and got a trophy for it. We are 14 chapters deep, and I had no idea that these existed. I am truly a special breed of gamer. And Leon's pursuit of Sadler is abruptly cut short by Krauser, ushering in the sickest boss fight in the entire game. No contest.
In that jungle, I had a revelation. The most important thing in this world is pure, unadulterated.
Excuse me? Krauser is split into several phases. You start off with a simple knife fight, much like the one from earlier in the mines. Once that's done, you are thrown into a series of booby-trapped infested areas that can be pretty annoying.
No, bro, come on!
I mean, what are you freaking...
I am going to freak out on these stupid ass bear traps, bro. There's no way. Gosh dang it. I suck. God!
Oh my God, bro.
I better not see that clip anywhere. It's not RCU canon. But once you are through that phase, you have another knife / close quarter segment, but a little more difficult this time. And finally, Krauser, to the surprise of no one that's ever played a Resident Evil game before, transforms into a big, hideous BOW, serving as the final phase.
That lesson starts right now.
What are you running, though? What's your cycle? Because he's cycling all kinds of stuff. Annabelle, D-ball, Tess, little bit of blood of the sacrificial lamb. I am. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. Come on, hit me with something. Maybe not that, though. I wasn't prepared for that. Oh. Hold on, Krauser. Hold on, Krauser. He was so fast!
Until the mission's finished, you'd have said the same once.
I'm dead. Dang it.
The way you're going, there won't be anything left to protect. You'd have known that once.
That's dude, that's insane.
You would have done well to accept this power for yourself. That's where you're wrong. I didn't know a damn thing. Now I do.
I'm pressed circle!
Into a freak like you. You gotta be out of your mind.
Have no freaking knife left. I can't freaking do. He's stun locked.
I'll show you the meaning of strength.
to me. I was hitting him a little back and forth, up, down, up, down, up, down, like I'm Trey Songz. I don't even know what that means.
That's right.
What are we waiting on, Leon? Leon, no. I thought he was really about to say, no, killing you makes me just as bad as you are, bro, in his life.
Chapter 15 is an absolute action-packed thrill ride. Leon fights through countless enemies here while getting air support from Mike, the helicopter pilot, as he makes his way to the summit, where Ashley is being held and where Luis's laboratory awaits. I loved this entire chapter, besides that one part with the regenerator that we won't talk about. But unfortunately, it doesn't end well for our dear Mike. His heli is overwhelmed by a group of Navistadors, and he becomes not alive anymore. R.I.P. Mike the helicopter pilot. Put him on a t-shirt. Even so, Leon perseveres and eventually finds Ashley laid out on a stone altar, guarded by Sadler. Sadler overtakes Leon via the Plaga, nearly consuming him completely until he is saved by Ada. And while our favorite, attractive, morally questionable super spy keeps Sadler distracted, Leon is able to haul Ashley to Luis's laboratory. As the Plaga begins to fully take over, Leon begins to hallucinate, barely making it to the door of the lab, then using his last bit of strength to drag Ashley to the operating chair. The process of removing the parasite is a painful one, utilizing radiation to burn it from within the host. Ashley undergoes the procedure, and then Leon passes out, finally bringing on the grand finale, chapter 16. When Leon comes to, he finds himself in the operating chair, free of the parasite. Ashley ended up saving his life, placing him in the chair herself. After everything that's happened, her being the one to save Leon is pretty ironic. Now all there was left to do was defeat Sadler and escape the island. Oh, and not, you know, freaking die. Go away, go.
Ashley.
We're joking, bro.
Ashley!
The final boss fight against Sadler is one of the better fights in the series so far to me. It's your classic Resident Evil, shoot the big eyeballs until they explode, then go in and do some damage while he's stunned type of fight. And that's okay. I like the arena, Sadler's design is freaking disgusting, and the OST bangs hard. But going into it, I made one critical mistake. I took advice from chat. I was pressured into buying a rocket launcher before the fight. And to be fair, I did not know how strong the rocket launcher actually was in RE4. Plus, it only came with one rocket. I used the infinite rocket launcher in RE2 and 3, but it still took a few shots in those games to beat most bosses on hardcore. But in Resident Evil 4, well, that's not the case.
Miyazaki was involved. You'll never convince me otherwise. Miyazaki was involved. Give me a second. Nah, that ain't it. That's like the first phase. Yeah. I'm about to say, ain't no way that literally just one-shot him like that. Bro, is that Astel Natural Born of the Void? Let me reload. Give me a second. Just side to side, huh? I guess. Okay. Special rocket launcher. That was it? Your small time? Why did y'all tell me to buy the rocket launcher, bro? That's it? I didn't know it was gonna one-shot it. It's fine.
I'll give you a holy body.
Ew. Now, before you get your panties in a wad, I thankfully made a save before buying the launcher. So I reloaded and fought Sadler again, properly this time. You know, to prove that I am, in fact, an extraordinary gamer. And guess what? I first tried that shit.
Y'all happy now? Are y'all happy? Primal, don't cut that out. Leave that part in the second channel video just so that people know that I'm like that.
Once Sadler was defeated, Leon moves to retrieve the sample of the amber, but Ada beats him to it, showing her true colors and basically answering Leon's question from the boat ride earlier about change. Her betrayals always hurt, but also cause a strange sensation of arousal and sexual tension. Ada then hops on a helicopter with the sample, offering Leon a ride.
Ride's here. You coming?
I think we both know this is where we go our separate ways.
Ah, he said the thing. Yeah, I didn't get this. Like, bro, I know you're mad at her, but take the damn ride.
With only mere minutes to escape the island before it self-destructs, Leon and Ashley make their getaway on a jet ski, left behind by Ada for their convenience.
Da na 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 da 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 ba na 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 na. Wait, why is the island exploding again? I'm being so serious. I have no idea. I guess Ada did that. I feel like it's just understood that Capcom's gonna have a big countdown to explosion segment at the end of all these games, even if deemed unnecessary. Leon and Ashley escape the blast with only seconds to spare, then share a sweet, quiet moment of reflection together.
You know, I could put in a word with my dad. Have you assigned to my detail, if you're interested?
You don't need me. You proved you could handle yourself.
Did she though? Run! Run! What are you?
I'm so scared.
The two then ride off into the sunset, in a literal sense, before cutting back to Ada in the helicopter, where it is revealed that she has been working for none other than Albert Wesker all along. Ada learns of Wesker's true intentions with the sample of the amber, BOWs, world domination, you know, typical Resident Evil villain checklist. And in a double twist, Ada decides not to hand over the amber, betraying Wesker instead, and hinting at the possibility that maybe, just maybe, she has changed for the better. I can fix her. Wesker being alive was actually such a shocking twist for me because the only game I've played with him in it at the time of recording this video is Resident Evil 1, and he died in that game. So I legitimately had no idea that he was still residentially evil. After the final credits roll, we earn a couple of trophies for beating the game.
Good work.
Promising agent. Main story on standard mode. Proficient agent. Main story on hardcore mode. And that's it. Yeah, dude, I'm thinking it's peak.
I've said since I started this series that horror isn't my cup of tea. I will always gravitate towards open world RPGs, Souls-likes, over-the-shoulder action adventure games, just because that's my prerogative. But with Resident Evil, something about it has just reeled me in. Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes made me fall in love with this world and the characters in it, and I found myself so invested so quickly, and I just wanted more, despite the fact that horror is not my preference. I even watched this whack shit the other night. But Resident Evil 4 Remake was the first game in the series where the gameplay itself was the standout for me. When it comes to third-person action games, I always viewed Naughty Dog as like the pinnacle. Uncharted 4 is the definitive action game to me, and then you also have The Last of Us Part 1 and 2. But I am so serious when I say I think I prefer the gameplay in RE4 Remake over any of those games. I knew the series took a turn here from horror to more action, so I half expected for RE4 to be my favorite simply because of my own personal taste, but I did not expect to love it as much as I do. In the RE2 Platinum video, I made it very clear many times that as much as I liked that game, it felt like it really would have benefited from having more action game style mechanics like a parry or, you know,
a dodge button. They put you in countless boss fights in that game that to me just felt pretty out of place because you're just slightly jogging around in circles until you get a window to attack. So when I got to Resident Evil 4, it felt like my prayers were answered. This game is everything I wanted RE2 Remake to be. Everything about this gameplay loop is just so incredibly satisfying. The parries into roundhouse kicks and suplexes never get old. The crouch dodging is awesome, and the gunplay is the smoothest I've seen yet. There's also so much weapon variety here, and when you couple that with the merchant and the currency system, it adds so much replayability. You can almost build Leon a certain way, as if it's an RPG or something, and have runs that focus more on knives or maybe a weapon you didn't use much on a previous playthrough. I do hate that the game didn't feature a ton of horror because in a sick, twisted way, I've almost come to enjoy getting scared. But honestly, the gameplay is just so unbelievably good, it made up for it. And I'll get my scares in soon in Louisiana. Anyway, I also won't fail to mention, I thought the story was excellent. I'd say it's on par with Resident Evil 2. This was a very long game in comparison to the previous entries I've played, and there were times that I felt it could have benefited from being a chapter or two shorter, but that's just me being a little bit nitpicky. The antagonists were great. I love that we had like an arsenal of bad guys instead of just one, and all of them were great villains. Even take one as simple as Mendez. His presence was so menacing, and he established the stakes and how evil this cult really was without even really having to say anything. Even Farquaad from Twilight was great. Krauser was a great villain with a tragic backstory. They were all well written to me. And I loved all the characters in general. Of course, I would die for Leon and Ada, but Luis Serra was a fantastic character, and Ashley does grow on you by the end of it all. I won't lie. Just all around, well-written characters and narrative. I loved it. I also didn't even realize until after I had already beaten the game and started editing this video that there's like an overall theme of change here. Luis uses his dying breath to say people can change. And then in the boat ride, Leon and Ada have that conversation about change. And that plays into Ada's decision to betray Wesker in the end. Yeah, the first playthrough, that kind of like went way over my head. Felt kind of stupid. Roll Tide. Resident Evil 4 lived up to every single bit of the hype and then some. And this is not only now my favorite game in the series so far, but as I let it settle more, I may have to reevaluate my favorite games of all time list, because RE4 Remake might have earned a spot closer to the top.
No way to finish a dance.
To truly conquer Resident Evil 4 and earn 100% completion, I would need to earn all 7 trophies the Separate Ways DLC brings to the table, 4 of which unlock for simply playing through the story on standard difficulty. I was not about to make that same mistake twice. Separate Ways retells the events of Resident Evil 4, only this time from the perspective of Ada Wong. But to say that this is just DLC though, it's honestly kind of underselling it. This expansion acts more as a true extension to the main story and keeps the same level of quality. Across 7 new chapters that fit seamlessly within Leon 16, Separate Ways fills in the gaps and provides more context to what Ada had going on behind the scenes alongside Wesker and Luis Serra in their mission to secure a sample of the amber. And I really cannot stress enough how flawlessly this story aligns with Leon's.
Good boy. Just keep him busy a little longer.
Damn, bro, you gotta stop saying, you gotta stop all that. That good boy shit. Where my wife at? Sorry. The attention to detail here throughout these 7 chapters is remarkable, really. From major plot points like Ada being the one to ring the church bell at the start of the game, drawing away the Ganados from Leon, to even small, subtle details that you could easily miss. Oh, you can hear Ashley crying. Dude, this is insane. Wow, impressive. I love it when DLCs are well made and line up well with the main story. And it's not just the story where this expansion shines, but also from a gameplay perspective. I'll just go ahead and say it. Separate Ways is just better. Ada is simply cooler than Leon, and honestly more fun to play as. She has a grapple gun. She has detective vision. She disappears out of windows when you aren't looking. She's constantly lurking in the shadows. If you think about it, she's literally just Arkham Batman with a nice ass. Well, Arkham Batman has a nice ass too, so I guess that isn't the best analogy to use here. I don't know where I'm going with this. Hey, dude, he's actually mad fast though. He's right on my ass. Lucky. 3 of the trophies on this list are related to just beating the bosses in the story. The first one being pretty early on, a simple Gigante encounter. Again, this first run was on standard difficulty, so I didn't have any issues getting through them. Yeah. Woo! What? That was filthy! Ada! Hey, dude, somebody bathe her. I mean, I'll step up to the plate and bathe her, I guess. Giant Slayer! Defeat El Gigante in separate ways. Trophy! First DLC trophy, I believe. The second boss was the black-robed creature, Pasanta. Not to be confused with Verdugo in Leon's story. I can't be the only one that thought these two were the same, right? This thing terrorizes Ada sporadically from the start of the game till around the midway point. You actually have 3 fights total with it, but the final fight that rewards the trophy was in Chapter 5. Shoot the Gus! Shoot the Gus! The pin Gussy! Shoot the pin Gussy! Yes, sir! Shoot. I wasted that one nade. That makes me so sad. We had no ammo, by the way. Oh, but it doesn't matter. We got it. It kept you busy. Defeat Pasanta in separate ways. Let's go. This entire DLC is fantastic, but I think it really hits its stride around the Chapter 6 mark, specifically when Ada gets to the comms facility at the island. It is here that Separate Ways does what it does best: provide narrative context. In the Leon story, Ada comes across as a heartless mercenary, but when you see how it all unfolds from her POV, especially in Chapter 6 and beyond, you come to find that really isn't the case. Wesker gives Ada a briefcase that she then uses to jack into the main terminal of the comms facility, which, unbeknownst to her, puts the island on a self-destruct timer, answering my question from earlier on why the island is blowing up. Ada is visibly upset by this situation because she knows the island exploding also means Leon and Ashley are probably going to die. So, against Wesker's commands, she delays the explosion and reduces the blast radius. Then she chases Leon down using a tracking device she placed on him during the boat ride, which then leads to her rescuing him and Ashley from Sadler in the final act and giving them the window to make it to Luis's lab and remove the plaga. And well, you know the rest. In a way, Ada is as much of the hero in Resident Evil 4 as Leon is. If you just ignore the fact that she decided to willingly work for a man as morally ambiguous as Wesker strictly for financial gain. Look, she's not perfect, okay? We can fix her. Oh yeah, and I also love Chapter 6 because of Martine. He looks absolutely terrifying, but Martine isn't the brightest BOW around. Come on, Martine. Ah. Oh, that's fast. Hold on now. Ooh. Ada saving Ashley and Leon paves the way for the DLC's third and final boss fight with none other than Osmond Sadler. We will definitely be experiencing more of this fight later on, probably more than I cared to experience, but for this initial standard run, defeating him earned the trophy, had enough of preachers.
I have the package. This is gonna be hard to explain at customs.
Well done.
Good one-liner. Good one-liner. We already know this was not actually the end of Sadler. He gets up and captures Ada, setting the stage for Leon to rescue her and then face Sadler in his final form for the grand finale. But Separate Ways has a finale of its own, a timed segment that highlights Ada fighting through countless enemies and zipping around the boss arena to retrieve a rocket launcher. That same rocket launcher she throws to Leon that ultimately delivers the final blow to Sadler in the end. Things unfolding all the same. Sadler dies, Ada grabs the amber, and the rest is history.
Luis and I had an arrangement. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it.
I can't stop, I'm sorry. And once the credits rolled on what shaped up to be one of the better DLCs I've done here on the channel, we unlocked Capable Operative for beating the story on standard difficulty. This transitions into a brief post-credit scene exclusive to Separate Ways, revealing that Wesker recovered Jack Krauser's corpse, insinuating that Ada's acts of defiance change nothing, and his plans for a new age of man remain on track. What a pleasant experience this standard difficulty playthrough was. It's a shame we have to ruin it now. 3 trophies remain in Separate Ways before I can move on to the next stage of the roadmap. Skilled Agent for beating the game on hardcore, the perfect mission for beating it on professional, and Ada the S+ Spy for beating Separate Ways on professional with an S+ rank, meaning I would only have 2.5 hours to get through all 7 chapters while only saving the game 10 times or less. And because it was professional difficulty, that also meant there was no autosave. Now, I always try to do these runs in the most efficient manner possible. So with that being said, I could knock out all 3 of these trophies in a single playthrough if I jump straight into the professional S+ run. But the downside is doing so would mean I would have to do it completely fair and square with no bonus weapons. Now, I know what you're thinking, sitting there, shaking your head in disapproval. Rob, settle down. You're not that guy. You cheated on the Inferno S+ run in Resident Evil 3 with the infinite rocket launcher. If you couldn't handle Inferno in Resident Evil 3, what makes you think you can do professional S+ in Resident Evil 4? You cannot do this. I know. I know what you all think of me, so I set out to prove a point. I will do a single legitimate S+ run so I can prove my worth to the Resident Evil community, prove that I belong here. I've done hard things already in this series, fairly, I'll add. Hell of a Sheriff, No Way Out, RE2 Remake Hardcore, RE3 Nightmare. I can do this. Besides, how hard could a professional S+ run really be? This feels impossible already, chapter 2. That's not even him, bro. Awesome. I'm done. Okay. Yeah! I am going to... I don't think I'm gonna make it through this one, guys. I don't think I got it. I don't think I'm good enough. Just had to be better than everybody, didn't I? Nobody else did the DLC in their RE4 Platinum video, but I had to, you know? Because I'm just so funny and creative. Haha, that'd be so good. It'd be so fun. Great content. Professional S+ in Resident Evil 4 isn't something you just do. Mastering this difficulty is a combination of both knowledge of the game itself, what weapons to use, what routes to take, what treasures to grab, and skill. 2 things I was severely lacking in. Because of the time constraint, I pretty much skipped over most of the treasures in the first couple of chapters and ran through most enemies, which, funny enough, actually worked. However, when I got to the second Passanta fight in chapter 2, it came back to bite me in the ass. The bosses on professional difficulty are complete tanks, and it takes a lot of damage to take them down. So if you haven't grabbed any treasures or picked up an adequate amount of pasitas, you can't upgrade any of your weapons. So therefore, your weapons do no damage. So therefore, your ass proceeds to get beat. God, no, no, no. Now, a normal individual that enjoys challenging video games recreationally would should recognize that this run was probably doomed. And considering this was only the second chapter, they would probably start over from the beginning and put a little more focus on grabbing some treasures to level up their weapons a tad, thus making the fight easier. But Rob Girthy is no normal individual. We operate strictly off of brute force around here and nothing else. And if I was going to do this, it was this playthrough or nothing. 2 hours. That is how long I spent on this fight. What's so annoying, you don't have time to stop and shoot because the other two won't leave you alone. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I'm going to cheat. And there it is. The tale as old as time in the Rob cinematic universe. Rob faces hard part in game. Rob dies many times to hard part in game. Cheesy strategy that would make hard part much easier calls on Rob like the Green Goblin mask with every death until Rob either brute forces his way to victory or gives in to the cheesy strategy, whichever comes first. Why shouldn't I cheat? I earned it. In this case, the cheese I was referring to was a particular weapon you can unlock called the Chicago Sweeper, which you can buy an exclusive upgrade ticket for from the PlayStation Store with US currency, of course, and that will give you infinite ammo. So then you can just blast your way through professional without ever even having to reload, making the trophy much easier to obtain. But you guys know I would never do that and taint an experience as wonderful and fun as Professional S+. I would never do that. 17 attempts deep, it was safe to say that basically nobody in the entirety of my chat believed in me. In fact, they were actively telling me everything I was doing wrong, why I would never beat it this way, and how easy it was for them to beat it, blindfolded, with one hand, on a Wii nunchuck controller. I don't know how some of you get around in life, man. Like, whenever you go to a store or something, how do you even, like, get through the door? How do you even get around with that massive cock that you have, man? It's got to be so inconvenient. But on my 17th attempt, the unexpected happened. Oh wait, is this a play? Is this a play? Is this a play? Okay, it's not. All right, maybe that was pretty expected. But on my 18th attempt, it seemed like things were finally about to turn around. Fence to the fence. All right. I feel like that attack, it's a different distance covered every single time. No? Sometimes he doesn't go very far. Other times he'll freaking leap across the freaking map. Fuck you. Sorry. That's not okay. Oh my God, dude. Chalk the whole attempt. Sell the PlayStation to GameStop for $76. Idle. Okay. Sure. Sure. Oh, I forgot you're here. Pack it up, folks. Let's go home. Oh, ass, I hate myself. I need therapy. Can I do another one? I don't think I can. Pain. Let's do some sub so we can just start unloading in them. No. Oh my God. I am clutching right now. I'm clutching. I'm clutching. I'm clutching. Come on.
Not fond of that, are we?
Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, we did it! Oh! Do I save? I don't think I can, dude. That's the sad part. I don't think I can. Just when I was on the brink of giving up, I had my breakthrough. Beating the first major boss fight of the run was just the confidence boost I needed. And going into chapter 3, I was now certain that I was totally capable of getting through this run. But there was just one small problem. That problem being, well, chapter 3. I'm freaking dead. I'm freaking dead, dude. Where did you come from? When was there one right there? I'm gonna pull a shotgun out in case this guy's there. Can one shot him. At the the beginning of this chapter, you are met with a decently sized wave of ganados, including 2 chainsaw ganados. And those are always a great time.
I cannot do it. I cannot do this. I'm not capable. But these hands are not designed.
Maybe I was destined for the crescent wrench. These hands were not made for this. Flash them? Yeah, let me just... There it is. There's that flash I couldn't find that I didn't have. It was in my ass. I would provide more context for this, but it's just not worth it. I figured out rather quickly that you don't have to fight the enemies here, and you can pretty much just run past them. But where it gets tricky is you have to close a valve to open the path to the exit. And you have invincibility during the animation itself while closing the valve, but when you come out of the animation, you don't even get a single invincibility frame. So if you don't time it perfectly, one of the chainsaw enemies will kill you every single time. After learning this the hard way, on several occurrences, I'll add, I successfully closed the valve, hauled ass out of the door, and ran past the rest of the enemies in the chapter. At that point, one might say, oh, well, that wasn't so bad, and one would almost be correct, if it weren't for the Gigante fight at the very end of the chapter. Dude, what am I supposed to do with that? What on God's green earth would I possibly do with that? Man, this is ass. We're done. We're done. We're done. They freaking read you like they're freaking on kickoff return. It's so annoying, bro. The way they are, oh my God. They run freaking angles like they're going in for a fucking tackle. What are you supposed to do with this, by the way? What do you do? I'm dead, man. It's so over. This game sucks ass. Possibly the worst part about this Chapter 3 predicament was that I could not afford to use a save before the Gigante fight, or anywhere in the chapter for that matter, because it would screw me in the later chapters, you know, when the game actually gets hard. So every time I died, I had to start all the way back at the beginning with the chainsaws and the valve. Isn't that fun? That's such poor timing, dude. That's hilarious. That's so unfortunate, bro. That is like not even my fault. Essentially, don't you dare, man. I knew it. I knew when she started swinging, you know, and you're alive. That's actually crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it, man. Do it. Aw, dude.
Just my luck.
I mean, it's insane, dude. It's a diabolical. I'm missing everything, bro. This thing's ass, bro. Get it away from me. I'm ass too, but the Punisher's also ass. My God, dude. What a thread of the needle. Sign her to the Cowboys right now. She's perfect for the rebuild. Never mind, don't do that. I don't want her around Jerry. I was in the middle of the animation. Timing didn't work. Timing didn't work. Oh, dude. I had a chance to parry too and I missed it for a split second. You're trying your best, and that's what matters. Shut up, Ruben. Do I think I'll finish it today? I have never been less confident in something in my life. I'm going to be honest. I don't know that we make it through this chapter today. And I was absolutely correct. In 6 hours and almost 40 deaths, I managed to beat a single boss and then absolutely nothing after that. You cannot do this. In the couple dozen attempts of chapter 3, I made it to the Gigante fight a grand total of 5 times, each one ending in blood-curdling, rage-inducing death. Man. But the real demoralizer was the attempt where I didn't die at all. All the ganados that chase you during the fight were dead, and it was just me and Gigante. And I can't say for sure, but I'm fairly certain he was close to being dead. So, what happened, you might ask? Well, I ran out of ammo, my knife was broken, I had no other resources, and I already broke every single barrel and box in the boss arena. Therefore, it was physically impossible to finish the job. So close to the finish line, yet I had to quit to the main menu and load my save. Once again, back with the valve and the chainsaws. When that happened, I could kind of read between the lines. And those lines told me that I was never beating this shit. But you guys know me. I'm a stubborn old mule. So I tried to ignore that voice telling me to quit for as long as I possibly could, until the inevitable happened. I'm done for the day. Put it in the RCU lore, chat. 35 deaths, didn't make it through a single chapter, beat one boss, did not accomplish a singular thing more than that. I'm calling it a day. I give up. I quit. I'm done. There's not a scenario where I beat this.
The lion runs from any and all adversity.
I will do a single legitimate S+ run so I can prove my worth to the Resident Evil community. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat. The following day, I went in with an entirely new game plan. What we did was split the professional playthrough into 2 playthroughs. Playthrough 1 was a new game plus run on professional with a goal of getting an A rank, which requires me to finish the game in under 4 hours, but with as many saves as I need. Getting an A rank would then reward me with the Chicago Sweeper bonus weapon, which I will then take into my second professional run, combine with an exclusive upgrade ticket for infinite ammo, get my S+ rank and the trophy, then never play this ever again. I would never do that. But Rob, wouldn't the video be better if you did it legitimately? I have been editing this video for 3 weeks. It is currently on pace to be 2.5 to 3 hours long. I got a mortgage. This is my job, bro. I haven't uploaded in 6 weeks. Resident Evil 9 comes out 12 days from the time of recording this video. Respectfully, off. Professional on New Game Plus is a completely different ball game. The difficulty is technically the same and the enemies have the same health pools, but you have your weapons and upgrades from your first run. So what I spent 6 hours trying to get through the day before, I got through in a matter of minutes here. And that's a true testament to the importance of upgrading your weapons in this game. Had I realized that 24 hours earlier, well, you'd be watching a much different video right now. But for now, the vibes were back on track. It's so much better, dude. It's crazy what upgraded guns do. Maybe you guys had a point yesterday. Just so y'all know, y'all don't ever let me do no stupid shit like I did yesterday ever again. Don't ever let me think I'm better at video games than I am ever again, guys. If I ever have the wild hair to like, hey, maybe we should try to do this legitimately when there's a more effective tactic available, don't ever let me do that again. Say, Rob, come on, buddy. Just bring me back down to earth a little bit, you know? Jack Payne with the 10. No hiding any flashes up your ass today, Robbie. Out of context, though, for those that weren't here, that's a pretty crazy super chat to read, huh? I'll try to leave those out of the old rectum. New Game Plus makes the beginning chapters specifically easier, but as you progress deeper into the story, naturally it gets harder because the difficulty starts to catch up with the upgraded weapons and things start to balance out. So around the chapter 5 mark, we'll say, it started actually feeling like professional again. God, let me... And what felt like the first real hurdle we had to get over was the final Passanta fight. Where's he at? Who's up top? Just realized that. What an idiotic shot. Way too confident in my skill set. Where you at? Oh, shit. on, baby.
You're not getting away.
Stabby stab. The freaking pin gussy, dude. The pin gussy. How do I even, what do I do with that, man? What do I do with that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get up there! Yeah, yeah, yeah. We needed this W today, guys. We needed a run after yesterday. We needed a little something like this, a little palate cleanser. We followed that up with a few more hurdles, some of them unironically not even related to professional difficulty. Don't you dare, you stupid bitch! Now we both dead. How you feel about that? All right, man, I don't even have time. And others being, well, regenerators. In what war? But the one truest, biggest hurdle of them all was the turret sequence in Chapter 6. I might be dead. Freaking stun lock. Yeah. There were a couple of issues standing in the way of me beating this part in a timely manner. Issue 1 was that there was a metric shit ton of enemies here. Can you get that? All right, man. And issue 2 of that metric shit ton of enemies, a couple of them were very fond of dynamite usage. Dang it, you freaking bitch. Am I dead? Freaking annoying. The dynamite shit drives me crazy. I'm freaking dead, dude. Oh my god. Go, big boys. Oh. Who is still throwing the freaking dynamite? Throwing the dynamite. No, that's no way to conduct ourselves. I'm not gonna hit chair. I'm not gonna hit chair. Chair didn't do anything. Don't you freaking dare! Don't you? I can't do it, dude. I'm about to lose my mind. As with most encounters in this game, you have the option here to either fight all of the enemies or try and run past them. But the latter really only works if you know exactly what to do and where to go. Ultimately, you're trying to shoot the little red barrels next to each of the 3 turrets to destroy them. Then hit this switch that clears the path to the exit. But you have to know the exact angles that let you see the red barrels. I could not for the life of me find the angle for the last turret, which you basically had to destroy in order to progress to the next area, and it was hard to figure it out with the, you know, metric ton of enemies up my ass, so I decided to just clear them out first. And between the Dynamite Daniels and Mr. JJ the Pig that somehow got his hands on a fucking super battle droid wrist rocket, oh my god! Clearing out all of these enemies is easier said than done. I don't even know why I did that. Such a... Hey, bro, get his bitch ass out of here. This freaking... Where's he at? Where's he at? If I die here, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Go ahead. Come over here. Please. How did he get through that without the freaking... I'm dead. Run! Wait, I had a heavy grenade there? That's so funny, dude. Thank you guys for telling me that. That makes it hurt less. Why don't we just start over from the beginning?
As per usual, chat was trying to coach me through this one, insisting that fighting them all was a waste of time, and all I had to do was shoot the explosive red barrels, as if these obscure angles you have to ADS at are just common knowledge or something. And this led to some passionate discussion, we'll call it.
And it just pisses me off when people come in the chat and say, oh, you don't even have to fight, buddy. You know, you can just skip it, as if that's going to be freaking common knowledge. And then you pull up the freaking guide and you have to like get at this ridiculous angle, like, and where you can just catch like the freaking outer rim of the explosive barrel, a little centimeter of it. It's like, dude, what are we doing? You see, it's just that simple. You should have known how to do that. Like, y'all see the freaking little, it has to be the exact angle.
In the end, or an hour and a half later, more specifically, I finally found the proper angle for the last turret.
And it was literally just right there. It actually wasn't very hard to see at all. Oh, wait, no, it's right there. Oh my God, dude, I think we did it. Why didn't you guys just say that? L chat.
Fortunately for me, the rest of chapter 6 is pretty free. All that was really left was the Martine quick time event chase, and then that's a wrap. But unfortunately for me, we weren't completely home scot-free yet, because the final chapter had a couple of hurdles left for us to get over. The first being a pretty big one, the Sadler fight.
Ah! Wow, that just one-shotted me. Whoa! Rocket launcher, question mark.
The difficulty has pretty much completely balanced out at this point, so I was going to have to actually get good here, or buy a rocket launcher, whichever my brain decides to do first.
I forgot he got a blicky. That shit's crazy, dude. Is this the play? This is the play, right? Whoa! That's crazy. Maybe just one little rocket launcher shot, maybe. Oh, baby boy. Come here. I'm using the table, dude. Reload. Oh my God, dude. Cheese. The cheese. The cheese. Oh, we have 6. Oh, it's quick. One little rocket launcher shot, just one. Ooh, how much just sold? Bitch, dude. He hasn't done that. I forgot. Honestly, I forgot about the pocket Uzi he's got going on. Keep that shit on him. That one I'm good with. Get down! I'm stun locked. He stun locks you. That's so freaking cringe. Taste my rocket launcher, buddy. You freaking dick, dude. You are such an asshole, man. I'm about to pull out the rocket. God, I freaking missed the parry. It's so easy to. I'm close. I'm close to cheating. Good start. Good start. Good start. Good start. I love that. Starting off with a missed shot just to fool him a little bit. Say, like, kind of bait him a little bit. All right. Wow. Clutch. He's finished. You freaking finished, dude. I hate him. We are on demon time right now. Demon time, baby. We are on demon time. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. I'll cry if I lose. I'll cry if I lose. I'll cry if I lose. I'm dead. Come on, please. Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! Defeating Sadler meant that it was all downhill from here. Well, mostly. Had a couple of hiccups while going through the rocket launcher countdown part at the very end, but... Why are you... I don't have a knife. God! Oh my God, bro! Dude. Good. Ah! We aren't going to focus on that though. All that matters is I came out on top at the end of it all. And me and professional difficulty were finally about to go our separate ways. Damn, that was good. Leave that in. Skilled agent. That is hardcore. That is professional. All right, so we finished the professional run. My Lord, dude, that was so bad. Oh. All right, let's cheat. Stomach, stomach, stomach.
Wayward lamb.
Not long until the bombs on this island start popping off.
Well, we didn't even get sacrificial lamb. Come on, baby. The rest are done. The rest are done. We did it. What do we? Oh, we're so good on time too. Oh my God, we did it. W's in the chat. Let's go. S plus trophy. Ada, the S plus spy. Oh my goodness gracious alive, was that a freaking dude. That second run with the Tommy gun, with the Chicago typewriter, not so bad, obviously. That made it pretty easy, but just that first run, man. You know, I don't always like cheating and stuff, but there's sometimes you got to do what's best for the schedule, you know. I am confident at the time of posting this video, look me in my eyes, at the time of posting this video, that you right now in the year 2026, the month of February, all right, that's when I'm assuming this is going to be out, which is probably going to be close to like a freaking month from as of the time of recording this. Look me in my eyes, look at me. If I did not do what I did today, new game plus for the first run, just beating professional, and then the Chicago typewriter for the S plus, are you looking? I would still be on it. I am so confident in that. We would have spent weeks on that. Weeks. And I just don't have weeks, bro. I'm sorry. Exactly. They put it in the game. It's a most effective tactic available for my Call of Duty guys out there. That's the meta. I'm not sorry. All right. Now we just have to start, you know, working on the platinum. Oh my God. Jumping back to the base game, 25 trophies and 4 more playthroughs stand in the way of me and the platinum trophy. Each of these playthroughs serving a distinct purpose. Cleanup playthrough number 1 was an assisted difficulty run, going for every single treasure, all 16 clockwork castellans, and 19 merchant requests, as well as any miscellaneous trophies I didn't have yet, most of which are related to completing specific parts of the game under certain conditions. Playthrough number 2 was the chillest of them all, another assisted difficulty run focused on beating the game only using pistols and knives, and without speaking to the merchant at all. Playthrough 3, though, is where things start getting interesting. This would be a professional difficulty run on New Game Plus, using the infinite rocket launcher. Yeah, any prideful ambitions I had earlier on in this video, they were gone at this point. I had become one with the cheese. The goal here was to get the Peerless Agent trophy for beating the game on professional, as well as Frugalist for beating the game without using a single healing item. Pairing these two together ended up being a slight miscalculation on my end. God, man, I fucking hate this game. But more on that in a little while. I would unlock 2 key items for completing playthrough 3, the Ashley armor and the Chicago sweeper for the base game. Both of these would be essential for the grand finale that is playthrough 4, where I would be going for the last 2 trophies for the platinum. S+ rank investigator for beating the game on hardcore with an S+ rank, and mission accomplished S+ for beating the game on standard with an S+ rank. Now it's very odd, but these 2 trophies do not stack by just doing hardcore S+. You have to do a completely separate standard S+ run to get the standard S+ trophy. But if you beat the game on professional with an S+, they do stack. So I could start a new game on professional, put Ashley in the armor set, which makes her invulnerable to enemy attacks, and basically reunite with the Chicago sweeper combined with an exclusive upgrade ticket for infinite ammo, knock out both trophies in a single playthrough, pop the platinum, and then finally uninstall this game. I love you, Resident Evil 4, but I need a break. So now that the stage is set, let's hop into cleanup playthrough 1. Just shooting Castellans, completing merchant quests, and grabbing every treasure. Each of the game's 3 main areas has its own trophy for finding all of the treasures in that area. So at the end of chapter 6, I unlocked the first one for completely clearing out the village. Bandit! Finally, a trophy. All treasures indicated on the village treasure map in a single playthrough. And when we got to the castle, the miscellaneous trophy festivities began. Because this was assisted difficulty, I didn't have much trouble with the first few. We got Never Heard It Coming for killing a Garrador with only a knife, followed that up a couple chapters later with Wave Goodbye Right Hand for defeating Verdugo, and then an incredibly overhyped trophy, I Hope You Like Thrill Rides in chapter 11 for completing the minecart run without taking any damage. Dude, that's literally it. We got it. Oh, wow. Hope you like thrill rides. Dude, I thought that was going to be way worse than it was. Y'all exaggerated that one. That wasn't bad at all. I might brush over that in the video. Y'all might not even see this, what I'm saying right now. That's part of the montage, dude. That trophy, it's not even worthy to be shown, dude. It's a freaking montage trophy. Come on, guys. Lock in. I'm such a good gaslighter. A trophy that was not overhyped, though, was capacity compliance. The objective for this bad boy is to make it all the way through the elevator segment in chapter 12 without the lift stopping once, meaning that if a single enemy sets foot on the elevator, you have to reload and try again from the beginning. This whole section is several minutes long. There are no autosaves, and enemies come from literally every single direction. This was ass. No. Oh my God. God, where do you come from? Come on, we're not even close, by the way. We're not even close. Nowhere close. Dude, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, man. I'm gonna, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna actually do S+ legitimately on this one. Who the hell do I think I am, bro? Oh, hello there! I fear for this room. I fear for the equipment in here. Turn my freaking fan on before I blow up. I don't know where to look! Usually they come out of nowhere, man. They come out. I don't know. Awesome, Rob, you ass! I don't know. Oh my God, it was so close! Like, does he come from the top rope? Oh my God, it's so hurt. This one's chalked. Oh my God! Where? Where? Dude, we're so close. Oh my God, dude, capacity compliance. Oh my God, I gotta get up. I gotta take a break. That's it. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to, and it felt like it was a lot longer in hardcore. That was so annoying. The trophies in this game can...
I wrapped up the rest of the castle area, picking up a raider when I snagged the last treasure, as well as You Talk Too Much for throwing a grenade into Salazar's mouth. And then it was off to the island for the final 4 chapters. And with it, one of the most annoying trophies of the entire run, Real Deadeye, for earning an S rank in all games at the shooting range. There are 12 shooting challenges in total, unlocking gradually as you progress through the story, and naturally become more and more difficult the further you get into them.
I'm about to break everything in here. I'm about to break everything in here. Computer, PS5, controller, everything.
It's pretty self-explanatory. Each challenge has you using a different loadout, and the goal is to simply shoot as many targets as possible. Every target you hit going towards your overall score. And to get an S rank, you have to achieve a certain amount of score. The first sets of challenges weren't too demanding, and I even earned Trick Shot while working through them for destroying 5 targets in a single bullet. Totally not on accident. Totally meant to do that. But the later challenges, specifically the last 3, they were a doozy, to say the least.
Come on, bro. I come from COD. The controller demon. This is what I was made for. I cannot. Nope. No. Stay positive. No way this little silly mini game defeats me. Oh wait, no. We did it. Oh, we're good. We got it. Oh, I cannot believe it. I almost quit out of that one. 10,000. I almost quit out of that one. Never quit, kids. Don't let your dreams be dreams. What we got next? Bolt thrower. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get this platinum. Nice. I have never had a less amount of fun, actually. I actually have never. Oh my God, bro. We're not that far off, though. You only have to get 6,000 on this one. All right. That's a penalty. Stupid voice. You know it's bad. I start lashing out at the merchant, bro. Bless the Lord on my soul. Yeah.
Did it!
You did it! Hey, shut up, Ashley. I want to know. I want to know how in the fiddly fuck that bolt missed. Explain it. Instant replay it. I've never seen anything so preposterous in my life. Oh my God, we did it. We need 100 points. We just need 100 points. We did it. I cannot believe it, man. This thing is so... Please tell me that's it, right? Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, last one. We got Blacktail, Stingray, Striker, TMP. Something tells me this will not be fun. That was a good one. That was a good one. There we go. Don't move, don't move, don't move. That was, we were 152 off. All I had to do was not be out of ammo there and hit just at least one of them. I hit one or two of them there. It's over. All right, bro. What am I? What am I? What does it do? I'm trolling, bro. I am not real. Again, bro, all I had to do was hit a couple. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, yes. I'm still short. I'm still short. I just needed, what is the angle? I'm 100 off. Awful, man. Oh my God, we did it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Real Deadeye. I don't know why I was just trying to line it up instead of going for the dynamite. I don't know why I do half the things I do, but all that matters is that trophy is over. It's done. Dude, this platinum has tested me. I have not been tested like this in a while. And we still have so much more to do after this. And with that, playthrough 1 was as good as done. And I started popping the last of the collectible related trophies in chapter 15, when I turned in the 19th and final merchant request.
A job well done deserves payment in kind.
Jack of all trades. Complete all requests from the merchant. There it is, folks. Whew, that's quite the grind and kind of stressful because it's really easy to miss some of that stuff. But now just clean up the rest of the treasures and we should pop a couple more trophies. Here we go. Trophy, baby. All collectibles done. This is it. Yes, sir. Burglar. Obtain all treasures indicated on the island treasure map in a single playthrough, baby. Oh, it's been a long day, dude. Long, long day. Yabba yabba doo. Trophy. Where is it? It's right here. Trophy. Yes, sir. Revolution wind up. All Castellans. And I believe that is it for the collectibles. Now we just have to, we have one more miscellaneous trophy to grab. We got to get through this final jet ski sequence without taking any damage. It shouldn't be worse than any of the previous ones I've done. All right, here we go. No damage. I believe in us. I believe we're going to first try this. That's what I believe. All right, we are not going to first try. Did that take damage? No, we good. No! Oh! All right. All right. Let's dodge that right there. We're good. We're chilling. This is where things get interesting, though, from what I remember. Yeah. Ramp. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, tight. But that's how I like it. Awesome. We did it, baby. 4th try, 5th try, something like that. Smooth escape. Escape on the water scooter without taking any damage. Let's go. And that, folks, is 1 playthrough down, 3 to go. I wasted no time and dove straight into run number 2. Pistols and knives only, no talking to the merchant. I did this on New Game Plus, so I had a fully leveled up pistol, making this a mostly mellow experience. It was rather annoying having to deal with the regenerators towards the end, but other than that, not really much to talk about. I also knew the game very well at this point, so I made it to the end once again in no time and added 3 more trophies to the collection. That's a wrap, folks. That's it. Pistol and knife playthrough done. What did we even get? An A? Sprinter. Complete the main story within 8 hours. I forgot we're gonna get that one too. Minimalist. I think that's pistol and knives. Complete main story using only knives and handguns. Silent Stranger. Complete the main story without talking to the merchant once. I was so stressed about that because you get in such a habit of talking to him every time you see him. I was so worried I was going to end up accidentally pressing X. And that's it. All right. 3 trophies down. I feel like I can quote this game at this point. And I wish I could say playthrough 3 was also a mellow experience, but that would be a lie. You stupid bitch! New Game Plus on professional difficulty using the infinite rocket launcher without healing a single time. This was not necessarily a hard playthrough, but it was very much an obnoxious one. Because this was on professional, the enemies are of course a lot faster, more aggressive, and deal a ton of damage. Therefore, if you take a hit at any point, especially in the earlier chapters, it is in your best interest to quit and reload. Because the last thing you want is to get to some of the later chapters and tougher areas with a less than ideal amount of health. That is not subtle foreshadowing. And the infinite launcher, though obviously incredibly OP, isn't necessarily always the best thing to use in a no heal run. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak! Like he's fucking Batman! So that's why I added a second surprise piece of cheese to my arsenal, the hand cannon. To unlock it, I had to get an S rank on 3 different maps of the Mercenaries game mode. I had to do this at some point anyway because I needed every weapon in the game for the Gun Fanatic trophy. So I figured I might as well get it out of the way here. Mercenaries is just a straightforward survival mode. Kill as many enemies as you possibly can until you die. Very simple and also very fun. But getting an S rank on the 3 maps is laughably easy. It took me maybe 15-20 minutes to do so. And once I did, I took the hand cannon to the merchant and used my exclusive upgrade ticket on it for infinite ammo. I figured it would be a little more practical than having to constantly deal with the blowback of the launcher. But it turned out the hand cannon actually has its own fair share of downsides. Oh, now you want to hit a shot? So between the launcher blowback and the hand cannon's accuracy that rivals a Ben Simmons mid-range jumper, I had a hard time getting through these chapters without taking a single hit. And the Krauser fight in chapter 11 didn't help the situation at all whatsoever. Maybe the primal knife's like that, Evade! Evade! As you recall, this is a knife-only fight, so I couldn't abuse any cheese here. If I wanted to go into the final act with full health, I had one option. Get good and pull off a no-hit attempt.
Are you being controlled by that cult?
I'm gonna fuck it.
Are you being controlled by that cult? This has nothing to do with them. I'm a free man.
I'm done. I'm pressing. I did not pull off the no-hit attempt. I was so impatient and ready to be done at this point. After Krauser rocked my shit like 10 times, I made the executive decision to just take the damage and move on to the island chapters with about a quarter of my health, which I thought would be okay, having the launcher and the hand cannon and all. But then chapter 15 happened. Here we're breaking me. It's breaking me. Please, dude, this part. I forgot about this part. Whoa. One shot the rest. I died 12 times in chapter 15. What could have been a pretty chill playthrough ended up being painfully miserable, simply because I decided to pair the no heal trophy with it. In hindsight, it would have worked out a lot better had I paired the no heal trophy with the pistol and knives trophy, but hey, what can you do? The good news though, the end of chapter 15 meant that playthrough 3 was all but finished. Dude, this can't be good for me. The psychiatrist would frown upon the day I've had. Chapter 16 is literally just the Sadler fight and the jet ski run. I mean, how could anyone possibly mess those up? That is not subtle foreshadowing. Once I cleared those, after a long day of trophy hunting, playthrough number 3 was officially in the books. I'm going to bed. Beating the game on professional with an S rank unlocked the Ashley armor and the Chicago sweeper, the 29th and final weapon of the game, rewarding me with the Gun Fanatic trophy. And just like that, the old sweeper and I were gearing up for one last ride, the final playthrough, a professional S+ run. Well, they'll die eventually. Y'all give me a second. Trust the process. This time we have to beat the game in under 5.5 hours on the in-game timer with 15 saves or less. Take us to the promised land, Ashley. Is she gonna have the armor on in this scene?
Ashley! We work well together, don't we?
I guess so.
I'm sorry, I cannot take you seriously when you're wearing that. Even though I was using the infinite sweeper, that did not mean this run would be without its obstacles. The first merchant isn't until chapter 2, so that meant I had to tackle chapter 1 legitimately. In theory, this should have been light work for me at this point, given my experience with the game. But theory and practice are two entirely different things. Short stream or 8-hour stinker? Yeah, it's to be seen. I don't know. Yet to be seen. We'll find out. That's freaking crazy, dude. That's not even killing them, bro. I'm gonna dude, why are you walking around with no arm? Ah! Hello. Get That is... I actually want to restart. I actually want to restart. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna freaking die. What? Preposterous, dude. My playing, bro. What is this? She said, nah, move, David. I got this shit. I cannot believe it was a legitimate thought that came across my mind that said, I should try to do this legitimately. The sheer audacity of my pride and ego to think that that was even a feasible thing to consider, you know? You freaking... I'm playing it. F you. I might not play it. We're going to be here all day. So yeah, I think it's going to be an 8-hour stinker. But once I got my hands on the sweeper, which may or may not have taken me over an hour, we were back in business. And I was confident that this platinum was history. Mentally, I was already checked out. Hey, Granny. Oh, we are so here. We are so here. All right, guys, platinum basically secured. But the funny thing about history, especially in the ROB cinematic universe, is that it tends to repeat itself. In this 8-hour stinker of a stream, this final playthrough for the platinum was a stiff reminder of everything I had been through up to this point, and that it is not over until the platinum trophy pops. Don't you do it. You know, I don't know that this is just going to be all what I think it's going to be. This game is oh my God! It's been with the 5. All right, guys, platinum secured, basically. Hey, we're not gonna, come on. What? I'm dead. You're not supposed to be it. Thought that was gonna be it. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Please, knife, 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 knife. Well. Did I get it? 8 hours of mic peaking, testosterone-filled screams of despair aside, I stayed persistent. And eventually, I found myself at the end, the finish line in sight. Chapter 16 is basically nothing, to be fair, so we should be all right. I sold all of my inventory, bought a rocket, one-shot Sadler, and then hopped on the jet ski for a final victory lap. Platinum Trophy 49, now in the... Did I do that on purpose? Yeah, absolutely. 7.5 hours into the stream, yes, I absolutely wanted to redo everything that I just did. Grim Ripper from chat, if you're watching this, I blame you. You made it to the jets, dude. Reaper. Grim Reaper's like, dude, he is traumatized by this. Made it all the way to the jet ski. That is awful, man. I'm so sorry you went through that. I'm so sorry you went through that. Yeah. Luckily, my 15th and final save was towards the end of chapter 15, so I didn't lose too much time. Let's lock in. It will not happen again. That is for sure. I can say that with the utmost certainty. Sometimes you get jet skied, but you don't get jet skied twice. I bought another launcher, hopped into Sadler again, and... I am going to cry. If I die, dude, oh my God, if I die here. I am broken and my day is ruined. Why? Why? Why me? Why is it always me? Nobody else does shit like this but me. 'Tis my curse. The curse is called autism. Fair, because I think that hasn't been confirmed, but I have my suspicions. I wanna go home. Let me go home. But you know what they say? Third time's the charm. And in the Rob cinematic universe. Okay, seriously, let's just get this shit done. No jinx, guys. Jinx shall be punishable by death, or ban would probably be more reasonable. All right, guys. I don't do it again, surely. Oh yeah, we're good, we're chilling. This platinum is ours. I have never been more confident in anything in my life. Yeah. No damage is crazy, bro, for the plat. No damage for the plat. Platinum! Skip. Imagine that it said S. Mission accomplished, S+, baby. Standard mode, hard mode, and the platinum number 49. Cause boredom kills me. Obtain all trophies. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, wow. What an experience that was. Incredible game. I dare say one of my favorite games. Like if I were to do the top, like ranking all the games I've completed, the one we did a few months ago, if I were to do that now, this would be pretty far towards the top, I think. I adore this game. That platinum was brutal though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold it to you. Even taking a lot of shortcuts and doing things in a more efficient manner, we'll call it. Some of you call it cheating, but I call it efficiency. That was still rough, man. Wow. At least it's a great game though. know. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy that it's over. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're brand new, because at 500,000 subscribers, which sounds absolutely insane to say, at 500K, we're doing Dark Souls 3 Platinum. Be sure to drop a sub and a like, please, for me and the algorithm. If you want to catch these playthroughs live, be sure to go follow the Twitch and sub to my second channel for more consistent uploads. These Platinum videos are big. They take a while, you know, they're big. Be sure to go follow me on X, follow my Instagram, and watch this video next, the RE2 Platinum video. It was a doozy as well.